Yeah, I did it for the culture. Yeah, I did it for the culture. Yeah, I did it for the culture.
All right, so 2017 is here, so I think it's that time we discuss the upcoming Xxl Freshman class. Last year's class, in my opinion, easily one of the best. I know a lot of people are going to disagree. I know a lot of quote-unquote old heads are going to disagree. And a lot of regular people disagree too. But in my opinion, great class. I really feel like this brought a full year of great music for me. I knew every day I had something good to listen to. I never feel like I didn't have anything to listen to. A lot of the years prior were, in my opinion, not that great. This year really felt like a turning point. I know a lot of this music is different and a lot of people don't even want to call it rap, but to me, this is a great year. So I'm really excited for this upcoming class because I feel like this year is just a continuation of last year. We had a lot of great motherfuckers last year. Lil Uzi, 21, Yachty, pretty much everybody on that list except a few, because they have to have a few of the guys that feel like nobody knows why they're on there, but they're on there anyway. I'm not gonna mention anybody. I think we all know. But like I said, great class, great class. But this year is basically just gonna be a continuation of that, and it almost feels like it was a party last year, and these guys are showing up a little late to the party. So let's just get right into it. I'm going to start it off in an order where I believe the ones that are most likely to be on there are going to come first. And as we go down the list, I feel like my confidence in those guys drops as we go down. But all these guys I'm a big fan of. All these guys have a lot of fans outside of my random ass. But I feel like they'll have a legitimate chance of making it. And the further we get down, I feel like there's a little bit more speculation as to whether they will or will not make it, in my opinion, of course. So let's just get right into it. At number one, we have, in my opinion, the most likely to make this list, and that is the ugly man himself, Ugly God, the toe-licking, booty-kissing motherfucker himself. This guy, to me, has mass appeal. He's super marketable because he does this kind of rap where he raps about really stupid shit if you think about it, whether it's jacking off or looking at toes, kissing toes. It's always some random shit that you would never hear anywhere else. But it's not corny at the same time. He does it in a way it's catchy as shit. He has really good production that I love listening to his music, and it makes me sit there in my room singing out loud about beating my meat. Something I never thought I would do, but that's what this ugly motherfucker has managed to do. And how can you not put a guy on the list that does that? How can you make catchy songs about face, booty, toes and it not be on this list? I mean, that's just besides me. So yeah, he's going to be on this list. He's very marketable also because he hasn't even released a mixtape and all his songs are already blowing up. Water is, I believe, still on the Billboard Top 100. So you might be hearing Water at the club, a song about fucking water. We drink this shit. We don't listen to it, but now we do because of Ugly God. And outside of that, on a more serious note, Ugly God comes across as a really likable guy, which to me makes him a safe pick for XXL. They won't have any backlash for picking a guy like him. He seems like he's genuinely a good dude. He knows that he makes this music about this shit not because he's serious about it. He's really self-aware, which I feel like is the biggest part of what makes him great. So I believe, honestly, that he's pretty cemented for number one. And number two, also I'm very confident in him. Dexter, it's famous Dex. Dex has crazy work ethic, first off. This guy releases more songs than there are days in a week, every week. And every other day you can wake up and there's going to be a new famous Dex video. Shout out Lyrical Lemonade or Lockup Films, whoever makes his videos. These guys must follow him around all the time. This guy releases videos literally all the damn time. His work ethic is through the roof. I feel like he got a lot of that from Rich the Kid. I know they work together. They released the Rich Forever series together. Those are amazing mixtapes in my opinion. And I really feel like his music is very in the culture right now. He makes that type of dancey type of trap music that, you can turn up to and you can play it at parties, whatever. People are going to jam to that shit. Drip from My Walk is just one example that obviously everybody can think of 2 times. He has pretty much everything off of his Rich Forever. He dropped 6 mixtapes this last year, which all were full of this similar type of music. I wouldn't consider him very versatile, but I mean, that's what's popping right now. And he fucking does it great, in my opinion. He also has his album on the way, as he's announced. And if that happens, I think it's just write him in already. You're going to see him on there. Dexter. All right, so number 3. I'm going to try really hard not to be biased on this one because I really fuck with this guy. I really love everything this dude puts out. And I'm trying not to be a stan, but Playboi Carti. The guy who doesn't drop his mixtape. That guy. Yeah, the one we all wait for. But we're going to keep waiting, I'm sure. I wonder if it'll ever come out. Hopefully before I have kids. Anyways, Carti, he basically, to me, is dependent on making this list, it's all dependent on whether or not he drops this mixtape. He has a huge following, huge cult-like following. Everybody's got fans. Every rapper has fans. Obviously, they wouldn't be known if they didn't have fans, if they didn't have shows. McCarty's got rabid fans. These kids go fucking crazy for this guy. Anything this guy releases, because he's so mysterious and doesn't really post on social media, people go nuts over anything he releases. I mean, like, the guy, like, there's a video of him beating up some fucking fat kid that has, like, so many views online. Like, why? It's so random, but because it's Cardi. Cardi could release a video of him fucking shitting on the toilet doing nothing, and people would be like, wow, fucking Cardi, GOAT, you know? And obviously he's got amazing breakout singles. Fetty, Broke Boy, What? Pushed by A$AP Rocky. You know, he's going to keep being pushed by Rocky and the label that he got signed by, which I feel like is inevitable that he's going to blow up at some point because he's really marketable. His sound is very unique. He has a strong feature list, but it all comes back down to whether or not he will make this mixtape a public thing, whether it's a real thing or whether we're gonna keep waiting. But his ad libs are A1, his music is great, and he's gonna make this list pretty safe to bet there, I'd say. All right, at number 4, we're gonna go ahead and just flow with the same idea of the huge cult following. I think you know who I'm talking about. It's the man with the name who nobody can pronounce, XXXTentacion. X, whatever you want to call him. I feel like people call him X because of his hard to pronounce name, obviously, not to be confused with the GOAT Exhibit, you know, back in the day. But like I was saying, this guy really has a huge cult-like following, probably even more rabid than Cardi's fans. These guys go crazy for anything involving X because the guy's behind bars, and he blew up after he got locked up. I mean, he was definitely big, and people loved his music before, but now he's on a whole nother level. The guy went fucking supernova because he's behind bars and people can't hear anything. I guess that's the way to get famous now. Just do one song, get everybody to like it, and don't let them hear of you again. They're gonna be fucking looking for you. They're gonna go crazy over you. You're gonna blow up. You're gonna be a superstar. Anyways, the guy has an ability to connect with multiple audiences. I think it's because of his energy and his versatility, his two biggest selling points to me, because his music is very one-to-one. He has like that weird way of connecting to you. When you listen to a song, it sounds like he's almost mentioning you, and he knows how to relate to people with personal issues because he exposes himself and his weaknesses, which makes him very personable and relatable, which makes his more soft songs pretty appealing. Wing Ridden Angel is just one I can think off the top of my head. I have a lot of them that I love to listen to when I go to sleep per se, and honestly they're really great. But his versatility is amazing because he makes songs like that, then he makes like some hard like rock sounding music, and then he makes songs obviously like Look at Me, the one that's been blowing him up. That's like something you can slap in the car with your boys riding around. So it's just that versatility I don't think anybody else on this list has. And that's why I think he's going to get this spot. Unless jail holds him back, that's really the only thing I could see stopping this guy. All right, at number 5, we got another one from Florida, Puya. He's great to me. Personally, in my opinion, this guy has been around for a while. Underground underdog, amazing project. He's got some great features. He's really, also like Ugly God, I feel like Puya's really a good guy. He's really down to earth. Seems like just a regular guy that happened to blow up rapping, you know? He like doesn't try to make himself seem very extra at all. He talks to fans all the time on Twitter. He's easily pissed off by fans, and I love it because it just makes me feel like he's like a regular guy. He'll talk shit back, and that's fucking great. He's got 3 albums coming out this year, which to me is going to be huge. 3 whole albums. That gives him 3 basically opportunities to strike that spot if he hasn't already. And the reason I say already is because he posted that XXL already talked to him, which to me is kind of a giveaway. You know, if they're talking to him, that's definitely at least like a maybe. At least a maybe. We're looking at least, at worst, a maybe with Puya. And also he's got a great underground following, and I feel like he's very... He could have a sound that could blow up mainstream, and that's what XXL looks for. And I think he's a pretty solid bet to make this list.